Adjust the volume. I bet they just ripped the image from Google without realizing. I think that that's even funnier, somehow. I just want to go to sleep so bad but must stay awake. If you have to sleep, it's okay. It's more than okay. No way, Auden character today, yes. Anyway, hold on. I'm gonna move this part of the ref. Guys, I'm gonna be so real. I'm probably gonna get the sketch and the thumbnail done on stream today, and then we'll see what else happens. I'm very sleepy. Wow, welcome in! Oh shucks, it's my JPEG! I do love this little creature. I love this beast. What is ARTFIGHT? I never got around to knowing it. It's absolutely worth checking out. It's basically... Oh, happy birthday, Esper! It's like a art gift-giving game that happens every year in July. Basically, what it is like, artists get sorted into one of two teams, and then they are, like... They attack each other back and forth by drawing each other's characters to score points for their teams. It's a really fun game. I don't know, I like it. It's like an artist version of Splatfest. Actually, that's a great way of saying it. No traditional today? No, I wanted to, but then so I use my boyfriend's old phone as a camera to do my live, like my IRL segments, and I forgot to charge it last night. I basically, after stream, I went right to bed. And then I woke up. Oh yeah, I can turn on subtitles. Oh my god, I thought the thing broke for a second. I got so scared, because I went to go click turn on the subtitles, and then it was like, error. And I was like, you can't do that. No more. S'mores ice cream for breakfast. You lucky dog. I had a bagel, like a plain blueberry bagel, because we don't have any jam. And I have a cup of espresso. I didn't even get to make like an actual coffee because I was just like, I don't think I have the time, and the espresso machine wasn't working at first, so I had to fix it and recalibrate it. It's fine now. Finally, before leaving Highland stream that wasn't 1 AM for me. I finish college tomorrow? Oh, that's awesome. What do you use to draw like programming devices? I use Clip Studio Paint, and I use a Wacom Intuos Pro to draw. So the Wacom Intuos Pro is the physical tablet, Clip Studio Paint is the device. I also draw on a desktop computer, if that's, if you were wondering if it was like a handheld tablet. It's pretty hard to stream from a handheld tablet. We all out of subtitles. A blueberry bagel sounds yummy. It is. Generally, oh my god, Pluto. Pluto is like holding his blankie and kneading, but he looks like this. Like he's on his side and kneading it. Although he looks more scared than that. And his cheeks are very puffy. Also, it's worth mentioning that his favorite blankie, that's like his blankie, is a Kirby blanket from Five Below that I got for myself. And then when we first got him, he was so scared that I was like not sure what to do, so I just swaddled him in a blanket. And so now that's his blankie. That's his blankie. He loves it. And he hugs it and he like suckles it. So that's his. Ow, my elbow. Bank it. I don't know, I think it's cute. It's got little stars all over it too. It's fitting for his name. Audible thunk, sorry, it was my funny bone too. I saw you were live on YouTube and instantly went to Twitch. That's okay, I have both, so that if you prefer one or the other. Also, yes, early stream. I don't stream Thursday nights because there's something IRL that I'd like to have the free time to go to if I can. Although I'll be honest, tonight I will probably just be spending it with my boyfriend. But I do morning streams for this month on Thursday because I wanted to stream every day of the month. I missed one day so far, but it's because I was sick. And I do intend to do, like, streams every day. Is drag bingo. There's sometimes other things too. It's just like, seems like Thursday is the pretty popular night for queer people around here to do like events and stuff. No idea why, but I'll take it. I forgot if the early streams, it's actually a nice surprise. Awesome. Also, I don't know what the songs are called because they're from a playlist, but let me just grab the playlist and send it to you. Ooh. My voice jump scare. Why is live chat unavailable? And here you go. Bingo is some fun. That's such a cute date night. Yeah. The tea and Thursday is for trans. I just got up for the early stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Toasty. Hold on, I gotta do the tooth on the right side. I mean, the tooth on the side. Auden, I have to ask a question. Does it matter what side the tooth is on? I will fix it if it does. I'm glad you're streaming early because I've had to be up early to dog sit a very loud but very sweet boy. He's finally settled down, so this is like a reward. I'm so glad. This is Auden's character. I know I recognize them. Yes. I've had this bookmarked for a while, and I was like, finally, it's time. It was, when I was gonna do the IRL stream, like I was gonna do like physical art, I was gonna do this character, but because of my camera not being charged, I'm gonna do Auden's character instead, because I feel like the other character, no, go with your heart? Okay, cool. I feel like the other character is very cute, but I want to save them for traditional art, because I think the colors will be really fun to do in traditional art. Also, I don't know what it is with like the kind of cutesy anime characters, but they're really fun to draw with like traditional media for me. Maybe it's the big blocks of color. Awesome. Brunch stream, exactly. I'm having my, you're reminding me to take sips of my espresso so it doesn't go cold. The color palette did look fitting for a traditional drawing, right? That's what I was thinking. Like, I like the light blues, I like the kind of pale yellows. I think it'll be fun. But for today, we're doing Net Pet. I want to join ARTFIGHT. Do you need an OC to join? No, you don't, but I will say that if you don't have an OC, I actually have a free OC for everyone to use. A community-owned OC, if you will. Socialism OC. Her name is Uni, and she's a nudie bronc. Hold on, I think I have a picture of Uni on this computer. Pretty sure. If not here, then I definitely have it. This is actually the first stream of you I'm at. You really helped with explaining things on YouTube, so I was like, why not join one of their streams? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I love making YouTube videos. Like, it's a lot on top of like doing a webcomic and doing other art commissions and stuff, but it's worth it. Like, I don't know, for me, when I think about what I'd want to do as an artist online and like how I'd want people to know me, I don't want to just be furry art guy. I would love to help people chase their passions. Also, this is Uni. Uni is free for everybody to use. If you like this OC, she is also yours, or they are also yours, or it or he. The pronouns don't matter. Uni is just a nudie bronc that was designed based off of the chat's like preferences and command. I'm stressing out because I want to join and challenge myself to learn, but I suck at drawing OCs. Wait, you know you can choose what OCs you draw, right? Like, you can pick ones that might be a little easier for you. But yeah, I like Uni. I think Uni's very cute. Fond of this character. So if you need an OC, you can join with Uni. You don't need an OC to join, though. You can just join and draw other people's characters. That is perfectly fine. I love these streams. It really motivates me to do my own text. It's awesome. My attacks have been barren, but I really enjoy, I really like seeing people happy with how I draw their characters, so I'm having a lot of fun. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Like, okay, I think I've mentioned before, just for example, I'm going to go to my art fight really quick and show you what my attacks the first year that I played art fight looked like. Because I think people are looking at the attacks that I'm making now and having like unrealistic expectations for themselves, but like you really have to understand, when I did art fight in 2020, I was not doing this like level or type of attack every single day. I wasn't even doing this type of attack, period. Let me just grab, like, hold on. Close your eyes and ignore my old username, but like this was an attack that I did in 2020. I think this was an attack that I did in 2020. So this was like 5 years ago now? And then I feel like I've gotten a lot better at drawing humans. That's the one thing that I'm like really noticing drawing this. Or like looking through these. It's nice to see. Here's another one. And like I spent time on these too. Like these were not like, I wasn't rushing them or anything. I think I only got like 8 attacks done. So don't feel bad for your like not having backgrounds or like not doing attacks that look like other people's attacks. The important part of art fight is you're meant to have fun and you're meant to experiment and figure things out about yourself. You can also join and have a character that is literally just evil Paul McCartney, which is so funny to I didn't realize you could do that. That makes complete sense given everything that I know about art fight, but also that's really funny. Also, you kind of have to do it bad before you can do it good. No, literally, that's honestly, I think that doing old art fight attacks or like doing art fight in this year made me better, because after this year of art fight, I looked back at my art fight attacks and I was like, these are good. I think that I used some interesting poses. I think that I used poses that like were really fun for the characters specifically. Oh, I mean, nobody's attacked me yet. Spica Studios. Next Wednesday, if that's still true, comment that again. Let me know. Because last night we attacked someone that had not gotten a single attack. They'd done like 7 attacks for people and hadn't gotten attacked back once. And by the end of stream, I had done an attack of them, sent a link to everybody in the chat of their character, and they ended stream with 58 new attacks. So just saying, I can't guarantee that we'll do this for every single person, but if you literally mean like 0, like goose egg, you have not gotten any, we will take care of you. We will make sure that you guys get attacked. I saw someone put their pet up as a character earlier. Yeah. But yeah, after this year of art fight specifically, I looked at my attacks and I was like, interesting poses. I think I did a good job. My colors could use a little work. And I would like to try to do backgrounds next year. So this was 2020. Let me grab my 2022 attacks so that I can show you what my year after that looked like. Because I genuinely think that I've gotten better each year that I've played art fight. From art fight specifically. I think that like, obviously there's been time in between to practice other things too. But I think that art fight itself helped me improve at artwork because it was just free experimental like practice period. Like I could do whatever I wanted. There was no, it was a gift for someone. Like I could just have fun. I could play. It wasn't a commission. It's not like someone had spent money on it. Like the first attack that I did for 2022. Hold on. Also, I swear to God, I'm coming back to the Twitch chat to see. Also, you can tell I started working on a bigger file size because I just pasted that and it was huge. So that was the first one I did for 2022. This one that I did for 2022 was still crazy. Like, I look at this and I'm like, I don't know how the hell I did this line art. Something about, there's like a secret sauce to this that I have not been able to replicate. Maybe it was just because the character design was so cute. But I really like this piece still. This one, really strong color and composition for this one, honestly. I'm still pretty happy with this. I think I could draw clothes better. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing looking at this is my clothes and anatomy are way better than when I first did that. even when I was doing characters that didn't have like a background, I still tried to do some kind of like little pattern or, you know, make it creative with the colors and stuff. So that was something I was pretty proud of doing. Let's see. This one I really love still. I still really like this one. I've been struggling to find out, like, to come up with backgrounds like I did for these, actually, because it's not something I'm great at. But I think that I really feel improved from the year prior. I did a few portrait-style attacks that I really like, too. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any highlights. I said it here yesterday that I got a bit upset that I wasn't getting many attacks, and I thought about what you said, and you had said a lot, and I think I will keep doing ARTFIGHT and try my best to keep going without the hope of getting art and just push myself to learn stuff I've been avoiding. That's awesome, Baby Wes. Also, I genuinely hope you do get attacked, too. I want to be clear, I don't want people to not have fun playing the game, but I want you to remember the reason that you should play it to begin with. Like, I don't want you to feel discouraged, but I also want you to keep in mind why to play. But yeah, this was 2022 versus my... Hold on, not uni. Wait, where did it go? Did I close it? I may be dumb. Well, I was gonna do a comparison to my 2020 year, but you saw it, it's fine. I've been using ARTFIGHT to learn to shade, it's super fun. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think this year specifically, I just wanted to work on having some sort of background, work on my composition a little better. Then, alright, I lied. I kind of want to see comparisons. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked, but would it be a 4-Leaf Island stream if we did not get sidetracked? I was trying to see if there's any other attacks that I want to include in my... This one was pretty solid. Hold on, Shrimp, I might have to move you. I think it'll be cool to see all of the ARTFIGHT attacks that I've done that I like too, that I'm like proud of. This was also 2020. Pretty solid. Froggy one's cute, but I think there are other better examples. Or I could just shrink you. And I could probably make that top one bigger. You know what, maybe this will wake me up. Maybe it's good to do random mood board time, because this will like wake me up from my needing espresso to be like sentient today. Stupor. And where are you? There you go. Probably could fit like a few more pieces on here, we'll see. The color, what's really interesting actually looking at these pieces is that I had a very consistent color palette throughout all of ARTFIGHT 2020, or 2022. I don't even think this was intentional. I just think that I had a very like a very specific color niche that I liked, and I kept going for it. Watching stream with my friend's baby again today. He loves critters so much. Wait, that's so sweet. Hi, baby. Alright, hold on. Oh, and I did a painting. This was the first time I ever did a digital painting. Was 2022. Sorry, I'm just going on like a memory lane trip, but I'm trying to remind myself things. Alright, hold on. This was probably the piece I was most proud of this year. Or like of 2022. First time to do a digital painting, this is actually pretty solid. I did not have any idea what brushes I was using. I didn't have any idea, any painting skills. I had like literally done badly in my painting class at school. So I was pretty happy with that. I think I did my first animation that year too. Although this was back when I was using Photoshop. I am gonna do the 2020 year again just because I want to have some examples to compare. But I'll just grab the same ones that I had from before. Sorry, I'm sitting here opening 5 quadrillion tabs. Alright. There. This can be 2020 again. I think I have like a few examples I can add here too that I didn't have before. Because I want to show in comparison to this year specifically, like your art fight attacks are gonna get better the more you do art fight attacks. That is the nature of the game. It is an art gifting game, but at its core, it is also an art practicing game. Like, the more you do stuff, the better you will get at it, obviously. But it's like how any skill works, but specifically with art too. Cranking out stuff this quickly and this short of a succession, it does have an effect on your skills. You learn how to kind of perfect what is important to communicate a piece, what is not important to communicate a piece. I usually don't talk a lot on these lives, but I wanted to say the only reason I don't do art fight is because I draw so impossibly slow, I basically not do anything. So to Sasha specifically, I think that maybe what you could do in that instance is, one, you could do an art trade with a friend, because that is completely possible. There's no reason to force yourself to do it quickly. Two, I know plenty of people that do art fight and they do like one attack. That's it. Like they do one or they do two for the entire month. But the purpose of it is that they are practicing new things with those attacks specifically. The other thing that you could also do is you could use art fight to practice drawing faster, which I do know people to do. They don't do like full rendered pieces. What they do is they'll just do character sketches or whatever they can get done realistically in a day. And that's what they use art fight for, is to practice the speed. So that's up to you. You don't have to play, obviously. I just encourage everyone to try at least once. The fox kid is so cute. I was gonna say, I think looking back on these, I was really harsh on these. When I played again in 2020, I was like, I can't stand looking at my pieces. Okay, so this is 2020. This is the year I played 2020. When I played this year, I was looking back on my old pieces and I was like, ugh, none of them have backgrounds. It looks so bad. But looking at this, they're really not bad. Like, they have charm. They're really interesting character pieces. I wrote the right thing, right? Okay, yeah. So then this year, 2025, if I ever make an OC, I give them a really unique name so they stand out, but I'm making a snake OC and I can't seem to think of a name for her. Do you have any recommendations? I don't have specific recommendations, but you should look up what the snake that's part of the medical insignia that goes around the cane is called. And either that or look up words relating to the Ouroboros. But specifically the medicinal snake has always been really interesting to me. Alright, I'm grabbing this year's attacks. Actually, I think this is a really good... Oh my god, I draw on so much of a bigger canvas now. I think this is a really good exercise because this is going to help me figure out what I want to do for the rest of this month's attacks too. Because I'll be able to compare what I've done so far to what I've done in the past and like maybe what I want to learn. I would recommend doing this. If you are playing art fight, regardless if you're playing art fight, you could do this with just regular art that you've done too. Make collages of your art and look at it all next to each other and go, what do I want to improve on? What's something that I'm seeing a lot of? What's something I'm seeing a repetition of that maybe I could break out of? This is a skill that you might never be taught if you don't go to art school, but I cannot stress the value of doing it. Also, hello, Michael Kennedy, welcome in. The rod of Acephalus is a medical sign. The other one is a sign of Hermes. Interesting. Alright, there we go. No, I drew on it. I didn't mean to do that. No, stop. I'm trying to move the image. Okay, thank you. I forgot I could do sketches for people. Revolutionary? Yeah, you totally can. Also, speaking of doing sketches for people... While this year I absolutely have been prioritizing doing backgrounds and stuff, I also did a page of chibis for Oomph, and I still think these look really good. Like, I don't think that this was a lack of effort attack in the slightest, but like, you can take days where you just do an easier attack. You don't even have to attack every day. I'm just nuts. Like, I don't think that this is a normal way to play this game in the slightest, but if you want to do it with me, that's perfectly fine too. Also, yes, I did see that YouTube's going to stop monetizing AI. Very, very happy for this news. I think it's funny as hell. AI bros, your final breath draws near. Your cel-shading video saved my life? Oh, that's awesome. I go to art school and they didn't tell me this. To be fair, I did not go to art school. I just figured this out by doing it enough times and going, oh, this is really helpful. I should do this more often. No more fake music. Uh-huh. Hold on. Maybe I shrink Rebel's piece a bit. Or I could put Rebel's piece there. Haha, formatting. See, the art form I am good at. You're my body double now. I'm trying to focus on drawing attacks. That's awesome. Shrinked. I love this song. Why is there a scream in the middle? It's so silly. Sorry for an art question like this so early in stream, but do you have any advice about learning to draw with more than just your wrist? I feel like I've been avoiding certain shapes, curves, because I can't draw them as easy, but I know many artists say you should be drawing more with your arm. You should. Honestly, the way that I learned it, and it's not gonna be, like, easy, it will actually feel like shit because it's muscle, like, gain. Draw standing up, take the piece of paper to a wall. You cannot learn to lean on your desk if you do this. Draw in big sweeping strokes, like, do not let your wrist bend if you don't have to. Doing this in a studio where, like, we had to stand at an easel for hours, I had 4 to 6 hour studio classes where I had to draw like this. Now, we were allowed stools, but a stool is not the same as a desk. So you're standing and you're drawing like this, and then you have, like... And also, I realized earlier I said I didn't go to art school, and then people are like, wait, but you have studio classes? I took studio classes. We had electives. Anyway, yeah. I would draw standing for 6 hours, or sitting in a stool like some kind of creature, because this was also one of my favorite positions to draw in. I don't know, like a gargoyle of some kind. It did work. My posture in college was so much better than it is now. Maybe the secret is to just not let myself sit down. Who knows? I was also wearing a binder for like 8 hours a day, though, so... Something literally changed my drawing process was getting a tablet that doesn't lay flat, so if you can prop your tablet up, it forces you to use your arm more than your wrist. Interesting. Easel saddles. But yeah, that does seem like it would be helpful. Thank you. Of course, of course. Anyway, looking at this in comparison is really neat to see. I think that this is kind of redirecting where I want to go. Not redirecting bad way, but just like I'm understanding more so what I want to do this year of ARTFIGHT. Because this is 2025. If anyone's tuning in, you were tuning in late and you didn't know what was going on, I was basically comparing my previous years of ARTFIGHT, which this is 2020, this is 2022, and this is 2025. And it's pretty cool to see, like, the difference in the pieces. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat is that in 2020 I actually relied on visual like cheats, I guess, because I did also do a piece every single day. Like this piece specifically, I was relying on the grass to not have to draw the character full body, but it still creates a really nice scene, so you're not thinking of it as a cheat. You're lucky I wasn't allowed to take studio classes because I was in comp sci, so now I'm trying to catch up on art knowledge. I was kind of forced to take studio classes, or not studio, I was forced to take graphic design classes because of being an anim major, so I was 3D anim. 3D anim, special effects, and coding. Oh wait, here it is. I was just putting it on auden-dahn's canvas. I was like, where did they go? But because of that, I had free electives to take studio classes, which I did use. Can I join ARTFIGHT at any time? Absolutely you can. You can join it today. You could join it on the last day. There is no limit. Hello, welcome in, Astro Deer. First time chatter, Critter is adorable. I found you through a mutuals attack on Critter, but then found your YouTube naturally. I love the dancing fish, thank you. That's you guys. The little dancing fish is the minnow. It is the chat's mascot. I was gonna attack this OC, right? Isn't it cute? Kind of off topic, but I found a new favorite musical artist and really want to share my joys with chat. So if anyone here is interested in Korean folktronic, Boen-like music, please give a listen to Mid-Air Thief. Intriguing. Thank you for the recommendation. You should join Team Fossils? You should. I'm also Team Fossils. Team Fossil Propaganda. I can't force you to join any team. but I will look at you with big wet eyeballs and I kind of want to animate. Is that crazy? You guys should stop me. I haven't animated yet. Why would we stop you? Because I'm supposed to be taking it easy. Hey there, perfect stream to watch while I work on attacks. Welcome in. I really could do a pretty cute animated attack though. Hold on. I'm gonna at least get the pose down first so I know what I'm talking about. Work on it a little at a time between formal attacks. Wait, that's pretty smart. I should do that. Also, I really love the Pluto drawing here. Oh, I don't do tweening. I mean, I know tweening's a thing. I just simply do not do it. If I'm animating, I'm animating. What's with Pluto? He was needing his Banky, and he was looking at me. It was very cute. You remind me I have free will and could try some basic animation. Do it with me. I could do a pretty cute thing, actually. Hold on, let me look at the... I really just like the idea of NetPet being abandonware. Recently when I wake up, my arm has been super sore. You've been talking about doing stretches. Do you know anything I could do to help with sore shoulder and knuckles, I guess? Yes. Extend your arm outward, hand flat. You can also make your hand a fist and rotate it. Like literally rotate it in the ball of the shoulder. You don't have to do this hard. You don't have to do this very quickly. You literally just need to rotate your arm and like let the buildup in it crack. Hydrate, thank you. Now for knuckles, I don't actually know exactly how you could do that. Oh, my grandma. I have to text my grandma. Hold on. I love my grandma. Sorry, Critter's gonna stare for a moment. I think deliberately making Critter do scary faces and then freezing it is hilarious. If we could call next week, that would be great. I'm live streaming right now. Sorry, I think it's funny. This is a good Critter face. I'm gonna start making the scariest, I'm gonna make Critter start making the scariest faces to freeze. The face is indeed funny. Good, I'm glad. Spooky Critter. Critter got frozen. The best part of VTuber models. Oh, my grandma. I love my grandma. I hope she's okay. She just asked if we wanted to call today. We call once a week. Sorry, you're gonna hear it ding again. Ah, grandma! Okay, by me. Love you and your little family. Thank you, grandma. Anyway. Okay, the knee is not a joint. I was like looking at it. Spooky critter, scary critter sends shivers down your spine. I don't know why I didn't recognize that. I did not have any brain pattern recognition reading that message at first. Although I'm very excited for Halloween. Is that weird to say? It's like, it's July and I'm already like, ah, Halloween. I'm more excited for Halloween than I am for my birthday. Like, I really don't care about my birthday all that much. It's fine. Like, now that I'm in my 20s, it's just like, it's a thing. I don't really get many gifts or anything, so I'm just like, that's like not like the point for me. The thing that I care about is the ability to dress as a creature. I mean, it's good to look into a costume early. That's what I'm saying. And I want to do a costume with Fars. Every single year for the past year, we've been so busy for Halloween, we haven't been able to wear a costume. I want it to be October already. I love the heat. Like, I love the summer. I like the summer when I'm, like, somewhere with water. Here, it's just, like, unfortunately, it's hot and there's nothing to do. Except for sit in an apartment. Not sure what my grandma would have known what live streaming even is. Your grandma probably rules. My grandma knows that streaming is my job. I had to explain it to her like a radio show at some point, because she was like, so people just come and watch you draw? And I'm like, well, not silently. And she's like, oh, you talk. And I was like, do you think they were just watching me draw on a canvas? And she's like, I didn't know what would be entertaining about that. And I was like, yeah, no, like, I'm talking. And she's like, oh, what do you talk about? And I was like, kind of just anything. And she's like, I mean, you do have a really interesting, like, conversational voice. And I was like, thank you. So I basically explained it to her like a drawing talk show. And then she's like, so they see your face anymore? Because I used to be, like, a face cam streamer when I lived with her. And I was like, no, I stopped doing that because I wanted to maintain my self-confidence and not hate myself. And she was like, so what do they do? Like, what do they see? And I'm like, well, I have the little model. And then actually one time I FaceTime called her using Critter, and she's like, oh my god, it makes the same faces as you. I was like, yeah. So she does have an idea of what VTubers are. It's not like a perfect idea, but it's like, it's something. Also, this leg is way too long. I'm not gonna have the leg coming out. I think the leg would be fine if it was tucked behind. Your grandma's so sweeties. Oh, I love her. Not a fan of the heat in summer. My day job requires me to be outdoors. Oh, good God. I am, like, actually praying for your safety, because holy shit. Yeah, my grandma called me at the exact same time you mentioned your grandma. That's so cute. Hold on, I gotta, like, make you leaned back more. Actually, really what I might need to do is have NetPet leaned up against the side of the box to give all this more room. Because the legs right now are kind of cramped up with the body. It's okay, this is just the sketch. How do you manage to find the cutest OCs to draw? I do search around quite a lot. Typically I look through characters that other people have attacked, but because I'm trying to find people that haven't been attacked to draw, it sometimes takes time. Like, I am definitely of the mindset that I will not draw a character if I don't like the design, because I know I will burn out and get bored. So I spend some time looking. I think the other day, I spent like 4 hours looking for a character to draw, and then finally I was like, fuck it, I'm asking Blue Sky. And I did, it actually worked. Blue Sky is where I saw most of the character designs I ended up bookmarking for people that haven't been attacked yet. So, hey, not to plug my Blue Sky, but if you want to follow, that's where I've been asking for people who haven't been attacked yet at this art fight. If you wanted to get attacked by me, possibly. No promises, but I'm just saying that is a possibility. Here's the thing. The arrow is going to be interesting to animate the dimensions of. I think I'm actually going to have you, like, leaning. May I suggest a thing that might be cool for this attack? Yes, I'm listening, Harpy. From you, anything, my love. Will the tail show? Yes, I'm going to put the tail here. Maybe I will work on this gradually over time. I'm not going to do any crazy shading or anything, so it might be a little easier to animate. Okay, and then we got the hand. What is fatigue your arrow? It is a specific term that's used in design to describe the aesthetic of the internet and technology from the early 2000s. It's recently had a resurgence, especially in popularity with the younger generation and some older Gen Z folks who are kind of nostalgic for the old internet and old tech, which is lovely because I like seeing it. A really good example would be like kind of the old glossy, super like kind of airbrushed look, plasticky look of like old tech stuff. Harbor ate him? No, I think Harbor... Oh my god. The other day, Harbor... So, Pluto has a little bed that's like a window bed that you can sit underneath. Or, like, the cats can fit underneath. And Harbor has learned that if he doesn't let Pluto see him, but he touches him from underneath, Pluto gets really scared. So he scares him out of the bed. Pluto is standing in the middle of the room, like, scared animal, huge wide eyes, flat ears. At first they were up, but then he goes flat ears. And his tail's between his legs. And Harbor, as soon as he does this and Pluto gets out of his bed, Harbor just gets into the bed. And gets comfy and scoots his ass and, like, lays down. Harbor is a little bit of a bully. He is my son. I do love him. But he is mean. He is my evil son. Pro strats! This is why we need a cat bed cam. It would be so mean, though. Hold on, my YouTube chat is going away. I'm thankful every day that I found your stuff and decided to start watching Twitch streams to catch your stuff. It makes me really happy to be here. You have met such a kind, strong person who inspires others to be kind and strong despite everything. I adore you, Critter. Thank you. I'm glad you did too. I actually remember your first YouTube comment on my video too. I was like, your first YouTube comment that I remember it like as being you was you asking to put timestamps for the start of stream, and I was like, I didn't think of that. Sometimes I even forget still, but now when I am going through and posting them, I was like, wait, I have to remember to put the timestamps. Which is such a funny first interaction to like remember forever, but I'm glad because I remember when you started coming to streams, I was like, that's the YouTube commenter. And now you are much more than just the YouTube commenter, but that was the origins. Also, hold on, I'm gonna put the leg more down here. It was kind of like muddying up the composition. Honestly, I find that's a lot of how I remember people is just them being kind. Like, Ethan, perfect example, was they were trying to help me with something. Harpy, perfect example, they were trying to help me with something. Genuinely, the people that stick out to me the most and the ones who make a lasting impression that I remember are the people that just are offering to be kind and help me. And that's it. Hello, how are you? Pretty good. Doing pretty good. I was like a little tired this morning. I have now had 2 shots of espresso and 2 more are going to be consumed, so it's working. I mean, honestly, that's all the mods of the Leica's Discord, too. I know it started as a fan Discord, and it still technically is, but, like, just knowing that people spend time to try and ensure that others are feeling safe and having somewhere to go, that makes me want to remember. Also, hello. I'm trying to figure out, I can get a wing in here too. The tail... Hold on, I think I'm gonna actually put it more like here. A really important tip for everyone that's trying to draw. If you're having trouble making something look like it belongs where you're drawing it, specifically when it comes to tails or like limbs that overlap, draw through. And what I mean by that is if you have an arm that goes like this, and then you have like a tail that's going behind it, and you're just trying to draw it and link those two things up like this, that looks fine. But by drawing through the arm and then just erasing the line, it's going to look much more natural because that's what actually is happening behind the limb. I don't know, it'll be easier for you. If you're doing ink work and you're not doing a sketch, it can be kind of annoying because you don't really have the ability to like erase ink. But that's where doing pencil sketches underneath things can be really helpful if you're doing like a nice polished piece and not just like practicing art. That's me, Critter, remember. Oh, Toasty, of course I remember you. I was like sitting here like, I'm 25. Okay, thank you, Timmy Balls. But no, Toasty, I remember you because you're sweeties. Truth is, I do also remember a lot of regulars in chat too. I don't know, I just start to recognize usernames. The only problem is then people become their usernames. Like, that's your name. I do try to remember names, but also Sometimes you're just wife's balls guy forever. That's not gonna change. Hold on, I think I actually have to draw the wing. No, I'm gonna just be brave. Now I become cherry pie. That is true, I'm sorry. Timmy Balls is a crazy name. I do think that some people come in here with usernames that I would simply not make my public username, but I love the confidence, actually. Maybe that's the move. I'll never forget. Why is Pluto munching on a blankie? He's suckling. This is his blankie. It's a Kirby blankie with a bunch of stars and Kirby's on it. And I had it for myself before we got him, but then when we got him and we like first adopted him, he was really scared. He's a rescue, both of our cats are, and he was super duper traumatized when we first got him. Like literally would run away the second he saw any other living creature. Also, hello, Heyo Fluff. So when we got him, I like had to swaddle him in a blanket to get him to eat and like calm down and stuff. Your voice sounds so much like a Sonic character. I don't even go to Sonic. That's awesome, actually. I can't complain. My childhood cat, George, used to suck. It's very cute. We have 2 cats. They are lovers. We got them, like, just to be friends with each other at first, and then they became a bonded pair. Like, they literally will not... If you close the door and one is in one room and the other is not in that room, they will stand and scream at the 2 opposite ends of that door until they are reunited. They will not eat separately. They will not poop separately. They will not sleep separately. They will not do anything apart. Pee-pee, that's not for you. Pee-pee, that's not a toy. No! No, that's not a toy. I'm sorry. I have to take this. I don't even know where you got this. Okay. Pluto got an autism stim bracelet. He was just playing. It was like one of those jewelry bracelets. Have you ever done Sonic fan art before? I think I literally drew Knuckles on stream one time in like 10 seconds, but that's about it. Okay. All cats are autistic. It is for him, actually. I see. Alright. You tried to draw Sonic too, but then the minnows were meanies. Were they? I don't remember this. I believe you. I don't remember this happening, but I do believe you. I can do like a pretty cute 1-second animation, I think. Alright. So the important thing when it comes to doing a looping animation, right, is you gotta just make sure that you're getting your keyframes in first. And by that, I mean literally draw. For some reason, Trend Spectrum and Spectrum American people 99% of the time sound like Sonic characters regardless of if they're into Sonic. Fascinating. Codependent toxic yaoi kitties. We do regularly say that our cats are toxic yaoi. 1, because it's funny, and 2, because it's true. Okay. Actually... Fun fact, this is because all Sonic characters are trans. I also don't go to Sonic, but I believe you. Doing like a pretty simple little like wiggle loop animation here. I will have to do another thing that's like just the hand moving. Let's play another game. Is the music really quiet or off? The music is really quiet. I can turn it up. How are you feeling now that it's been 10 days of making full pieces? Is there anything that you've learned so far? Are you liking the workflow? Genuinely, I think that I would be so fine with this if this was the only thing I had to work on all month, except it's not. I also have YouTube videos and my comic to do. I have been doing pretty okay. The last 2 days worth of pieces, I wish I could have spent more time on them, but I had to be doing video script and like as comment pages, which by the way, I actually have to upload a page today. Critter missed a highlight from a minnow. How do you do those dynamic, transparent PNG compositions like the character coming out of the canvas without it exceeding the 5 MB limit on ARTFIGHT? I don't know. I don't know. Is there a limit on ARTFIGHT? I've never had any troubles with exceeding the limit. I wish I could answer your question. I don't know if there is a limit because that's never happened to me. I believe you, but that has never happened. What size canvas are you drawing on? I mean, Clip Studio does have animation tools. Hey, actually, to Vi or V, you should check my YouTube channel because I have a whole video on animating in Clip Studio Paint. I need to update that video because I have since learned how to do things better than I did it in that video. However, as a beginner's guide, it's pretty solid. You should absolutely check it out. You can use the animation tools in Clip Studio both in the free trial version and in the less expensive version. It's just that you only have 1 second of animation as opposed to getting like unlimited like you do with the extended version. Okay, wait. The other thing I gotta do. This is gonna be a little messy, but sometimes messy is better than nothing at all. Messy done is better than nothing done. Wait, hello? Oh, it's because it's the same layer. I was like, what are you? Okay. Sorry if people are asking me questions, but with animation, I need to lock the fuck in, or I will not get things on the right layer, which will be annoying. Why are there 2 of you? I duplicated the wrong layer, that's why. But yeah, I'm sorry. If I missed something, I promise I love you. I'm just trying to do animation. However, once it comes to... Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Once it comes to the rendering process of this, it's much easier. It's just the sketch has got to be good, or it'll be easy. Uneasy. Uneasy, it'll be hard. I like not remembering words. I sound like AI. What's your ARTFIGHT? Is it the same user? Yes, same user. I will check it out. Recently got the Pro version because it was on sale. Oh, absolutely do. So the Pro version has animation tools. You get 1 second of animation in the Pro version, and you get unlimited animation in the EX version. I would recommend trying to animate in the Pro version before you upgrade, because I had the Pro version was animating for like 6 months before I decided to upgrade, simply because I was having so much fun animating that I wanted to do more animation. But you can do a lot of really solid animation in the Pro version. Okay. Is the EX version a monthly thing? Nope, it's all one-time purchase. Just woke up, using the stream to scare away the sleepiness. Awesome. I was also very sleepy this morning, so I wish you luck. It seems to travel pretty quickly. I actually might need to do, like... Well... Oh. Sorry, I just got a message from my boyfriend. That's kind of sad. Okay. Have you played any of the new Deltarune chapters yet? I have not. So please no spoilers. I will play soon. I just haven't gotten the chance to yet. I think I just need to move where the arrow is. This piece is coming along nicely. Thank you. English is hard. Set has 464 definitions? For real? I feel like I'm an English nerd and I didn't even know that. Okay. It may actually be going around the loop too fast because... Oh, it is. It super is, because if it's already here, it's not going to be in the corner long enough. Using the stream to motivate myself to draw after not drawing for months. That's awesome. Rolling the OC, thank you for the resub. But yeah, also genuinely, please no adults are in spoilers. I have been pretty busy, especially with ARTFIGHT, so I haven't been able to play. I would like to without spoilers. I really like the games, and the part of the reason I won't be playing them on stream is because, as I know people don't mean bad by it, but I know when you guys get excited, not you specifically, but when people get excited, they don't listen to no spoilers. So this is my first time watching a stream with a Twitch account. Welcome in. Is this going to be a GIF? Yes. I'm going to make it a looping GIF. I'd like to actually have like a little loading bar to go with it, because I thought that'd be kind of cute. So it's almost like a loading screen animation. I keep forgetting that you can draw in any color. I love blue-green so much. Sorry, babe, why were you in there? No, it's okay. I just saw your notification come through. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. I didn't want to worry you. I just saw the message that you sent come through, and I got kind of sad. But, like, sad because I love you, and I want to make sure everything's all right. Sorry, that's my boyfriend in chat. We just got news that his grandma's in the ER again. That's why I was saying I was kind of sad. Okay. Drawing refs for my partner because they want to join ARTFIGHT. They're making a video game for me, apparently. That's crazy. That's awesome. Also, Forrest demoted his boyfriend. He's not demoted. We're just not married yet. I feel like saying fiance sounds hoity-toity. Like, he is my fiance, but, like, I would rather be saying husband. Okay, wait. Honestly? Betrothed is crazy. Ooh, wait, wrong layer. Pre-husband. It's such an insane coincidence. My husband's grandma went to the ER last night. Sending much love and healing vibes to her, Forrest. I really hope she's alright and can recover easily. I hope so too. I love her. Would be crazy if someone makes a video game for ARTFIGHT. I have seen someone make a fursuit before, which is like wild. That's crazy work. Impressive as hell, but also what the hell do you mean you made a fursuit in a month? I didn't even think that that was something someone could do. Are you doing an animated attack? I am. I have done animated attacks in the past, actually. Hold on, I can show you. I did an animated attack for 2022. So honestly, it was about time that I did an animated attack. I like animating, so I feel like NetPet is the perfect character to do that with. What did they even do with the suit? They sent the person the suit. I can time this way better. Okay, also the arm is like super not deforming the way that it should be. It's okay. Rough draft of the first loop is always very editable. NetPet is adorable. I agree. Really like this design. Also, I think... Hold on, that's not right. It's insane. Would you imagine randomly getting a suit of your character? Could you imagine randomly getting a suit of your character? I would cry. Like, genuinely, I think I would cry tears. I don't know how I would react. I don't think I could ever do, like, an animated mass attack. I think that that would be a lot to do. Okay, hold on. Maybe I do actually have the hand like wiggle a little bit at the top. Also, I am so sorry. I promise I'm going to keep reading chat. Like I said, when I'm editing the loop of the animation, I get locked the fuck in. So if I'm missing highlights, I carry you. I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't look like dog shit. Alright. Starting an animated mass attack, and I've never done a mass attack. I may not survive the ordeal. I am praying for you, soldier. Please fucking survive. Message to all bitches, please survive. Like, what? I don't know how people had animated mass attacks in the first week. Maybe some of you are drinking the juice that makes you do multi-animator projects like no one else, but I have no idea how the hell you even do that. Oh, I do have to make sure to save. I haven't saved once. Ha. Okay. Well, now I've saved. Thank you. Honestly, it's just a little slow. I could probably speed it up. Did you hear about the Rhythm Heaven mass attack someone did? I did. I thought it was really cute. That was the one to Sleepyhead, right? Okay, so actually the other thing that I'm seeing is that this should be faster. The hold should be longer, actually. And then the whole loop itself can be a little shorter. Actually, that should still hold a little longer because it's like the bottom of a beat. Maybe the hold does need to be longer. All right, hold on. I'll add like a frame there, a frame here. The what now? Oh, I want to see so bad. Oh, you should just look it up. It's on YouTube. Someone else lost their ARTFIGHT account by username and have some tips to recover it. I really want to take it back, but mostly because I have had the account since 2020. I have not done that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to get to retrieve an account. Wait, actually, let me see how the Halo looks. Halo is a little choppy. It's a little chopped. I think we could do better. Especially because it holds, but holding in the front and back is actually really good. I did not even do that intentionally. That was completely by accident that they happened to be positioned in those places, but that's solid. I think it just needs to corner here. Oh, welcome in, Retro Maple. Thank you for the Raiders. Yeah, account retrieval sounds like something you need help with from the mods. Double raid? Wait, double? Oh, Monotomo, thank you for the raid too. Damn. People driving fast as hell for no reason. Alright. Gonna, like, do this layer. Yep, coordinated attack. Thank you! That's so sweet of you. Alright, hold on. Fixing this up. Double raid, we art fighting. We are! Welcome in. Lekka and Roadboy out there. I just get annoyed when people ride around super loud, because it's like, come on, man. You don't need to be doing all that. Alright. Hopefully... I like that it just kind of... Hold on. I can fix this. It's just like... It's like pointing its nose. Hold on. What layer are you? There we go. Alright. Did a whole GIF on the day the ARTFIGHT begun. Had so much trouble with compacting and formatting it, I'll never do that again. I have done GIFs for ARTFIGHT before, so I'm not too worried. I have had like a little bit of trouble with like larger attacks, but when it comes to GIFs, it's always good to export them a bit smaller than you think you need them, just so that they don't give you any trouble when uploading. Alright, let's see how you look. Let's see how you're playing. Much better. It's a little chunky, but that's honestly kind of not a bad thing. I feel like that's part of the charm. When did you get this model? I feel like last time I watched your stream you had a little PNG. I did. I didn't get this model, actually. Me and my boyfriend made it together. Critter, this 2D Critter model is me and Forrest's baby together, because we made this as our first VTuber model. He has never rigged a VTuber model before, and I had never drawn a VTuber model before, so Critter is very much like our child. Like, we made it real together. I have a feeling that someone's playing with something they aren't supposed to be out there. It's real late for me, so I got a raid and run, but have a great rest of the stream. Thank you, and thank you again for the raid. You're your own baby? I'm resisting a Homestuck reference because I have class. But yes. Does this mean that the Critter model is your daughter's sibling? Yes, as are our cats. Okay, wait, so when this goes down... The ancient text. Alright, hold on. Someone has something they're not supposed to. I need a Critter substitute doll to, like, make poof up anytime I have to go away. Who is misbehaving? What do you have? Oh, that's a... Okay, you're allowed to have that. I don't know where they're being so active today. Not complaining, it's very cute, but also it's kind of funny. MB Gang Rise Up? Yeah. Would a plushie VTuber not work as substitute? It could, actually. I do kind of want to make it actually like the substitute doll. Okay. Hold on, sorry, I'm rising my desk too. There we go. He actually had a toy he was supposed to have. I scared him for no reason. I feel kind of bad. I didn't actually try to scare him. I just think I walked with purpose. And he's scared of men, so... It's actually really funny. Pluto sometimes is like, I'm the only person that he's comfortable around, but then if I ever talk with a lower voice and walk too assertively, he gets scared. And I'm not trying to, just... I don't think that when I talk in my normal voice, he's registering me as being a man, because I have gay voice. And I'm also not a man, so he's gendering me correctly, but then I walk too fast and talk too deeply, and then he's like, that's not mama. Who is that? And it's like, okay. It's still me, buddy, I promise. Alright, hold on. Only men can walk above 1 mile per hour. Okay, hold on. I think I need to do, like... He has his spring. Does anyone know, like, Nunu spring? Possessed by an evil spirit. You showed a sprinkling of gender. I think I just have to redraw this, frankly. Not a man, but some kind of other thing, a creature. This character design is literally so cute, right? I love it. I think it's adorable. I really like the lightning cable tail. I think that's clever. Netpet.exe. Sorry, I forgot to put the dot in the name. Alright. I can compact you again. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I can't compact you again. But then again, this is why you do sketches, guys. Have you done a stretch check recently? I can do that right now. Ugh. Where do you find such cute characters to attack? A combination of places. I look at characters that belong to people who have attacked me. I look at characters that my friends have attacked, and I go, that's a cute design. I want to draw that character too. Sometimes I do just do random character. And then other times, like yesterday, I actually asked people on my Blue Sky who hadn't received a single ARTFIGHT attack yet, but had made ARTFIGHT attacks for other people. Because part of the game for me is I want to make the game fun for other people. And so... also, yeah, attacking me does not mean you will be attacked back. Please know this. I check people for revenges, but I do not guarantee revenges. Sorry, you're very right. You're very right, Ethan. I always want to, like, clarify that so people don't think I, like, hate them if I don't revenge them. There's only 30 days in the month, and I do one attack a day, so... Alright, I'm going to clean up... This is just the sketch, so it doesn't need to be, like, super clean, but I want to make sure that when I'm coming back to line this, I'm not making my job harder. Let's see how the tail looks. It still feels kind of slow. Maybe it's just, like, going into the wrist. Maybe there shouldn't be a lean back here? Or that should be, this should be snappier, actually, is really what it should be. Because there's no reason for it to hold at the top. It could hold, like, a little bit. Why are you slow? Unless I'm just deceiving myself and this is going to export looking much faster than I actually am drawing it. Which I'm scared may happen. I'm gonna do it, like, really fast for a second to see... Hello, PP. I have a suggestion. Let me try this and then I will be open to said suggestion. Fast as fuck. Okay, hold on. It needs to, like... Hello? I think you would have to combust if you tried to revenge everyone that attacked you. Correct. This is true. Okay, hold on. Trying this. Nah, it's too wiggly still. Oh, actually, something I'm noticing is that the wrist is pretty straight in this downward motion, which it should not be. Okay, wait. Regular, down, down. And then this needs to bend. Because you would not keep a straight wrist if your hand was bouncing up and down. That would actually kind of hurt. And then down again. All right, let's see how this plays back. A little better. It's a little chunky. Howdy everyone. Gonna try animating too, but since I only have Pro, it's gonna be a bit tricky. Hey, I'm animating in Pro. This is my, on this computer I only have Pro. What are Critter's pronouns? I use they or it pronouns. If you were in an end of the world scenario, what would you do? Same old bucket list or try to save the day? I don't know if I've already done this poll. I was gonna say, would one of the mods like to grab that? If not, I am happy to get it. All right, hold on. I am gonna make you move 1. I'm gonna hold the downward movement a little longer and see how that looks. Tail is still not fully animated, but that's okay. I did it. Thank you, Harpy. Something else that I'm seeing that I could do here is I can move the arm just like ever so slightly. Oh, that is an unselect. I don't know if the arm bounce is even necessary because I'm not sure what movement it's trying to replicate. No, that looks kind of weird. Undo that. All right, play that back. What device are you animating on? Tablet, computer? So I'm on a computer, desktop computer. I'm using a Wacom tablet Intuos Pro to animate on like the hardware, and I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Also, to Harpy, I'm gonna work on the tail now, but what was it that you were thinking of suggesting? Because I'm happy to hear, unless I did what you were gonna suggest. I just wanted to see if I could figure out the timing a little better. I'm still not super happy with the timing, but I think that that's something that can be tweaked now in the frames themselves. I actually worry I might have too many frames. Like, I'm almost of the mind that maybe I just delete this frame altogether, extend this. Yeah, that looks fine. Do you plan on commenting on the attacks you get? Yes, I am commenting on every single attack I get. I am on July 3rd of the attacks that I've gotten. So if I haven't commented on an attack you've made me, please understand I'm going in order of the days that I got them. You did my suggestion? Okay, perfect, perfect. But yeah, I'm also, Heyo Sunny, thank you for the resub. I'm going in the order of the days that I got them so that I can, you know, be fair with people and like make sure that I'm like, actually one thing I could do is I could add another downwards motion, or like I could add another frame of downwards motion. Hi, Harbor. Dude. Why are we singing? He's singing so beautifully. My word, that's cookie level screaming. Is it? That's what he does like every day and night. He was doing that last night while I was trying to sleep. You commented on mine, thank you. Of course. Guys, I promise I'm coming to comment on them. I would not, you could not draw me a piece of art that I will not say thank you for at the very least. And if I haven't said thank you, it's because I didn't know that it existed. Or I'm just not there yet in the case of ARTFIGHT. But if you've ever made a piece of fan art for me and I didn't say anything, or I like didn't reblog it or at least like it, it's because I didn't know. I am not that kind of person. I'm not going to look at art and be like, It's not good enough for me. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Someone took the time out of their day to draw me something. I'm gonna gas that shit up because it's phenomenal and it's kind. Oh my god, now you're bouncing so fast! I think it needs to hold at the bottom more. Extend. You need to move. You need to move. You need to move. Okay, now we're gonna play you back. Maybe faster? Also, something that might be fun to test would maybe make the downward motion slightly faster than the upward for the hand hold at the... For the hand hold at the bottom for a tiny bit. Make the downward motion faster. You're right. Okay, wait, I see what you're saying. Hold on, I can do that. I can make it look a little more snappy. Might look funky, but we're gonna try it. Getting there. Getting there for sure. Now it's not snappy enough. Do I need 2 of you? Or do I just need to delete this frame? Actually? The thing is with animation is sometimes the less frames you have, the better, because then it will make the movement feel more snappy. I wind up drawing frames and then being like, I literally didn't need this. Now the arrow is kind of going all the fuck over the place. That's much better in terms of hand movement, but what I am going to do is break this up into 2 frames for the arrow specifically. Because this goes from here to there, and it could have like 1 in between. Loop animations are a special kind of confusing. You have to like reverse engineer to loop it. Kind of. Sorry, I squeaked. I like that though. I personally like the reverse engineering part. I think that this is fun for me. Animation Clip Studio reminds me of so much of animating in After Effects, which is funny because I animated in After Effects and I hated it, but I love Clip Studio animation. Do I understand what the difference is? I have no idea. I have stopped trying to understand what the difference is. I just know that my brain... And what do I say? It looks good as hell. Critter, I was just a victim of a PayPal scam, currently making calls to my bank in Apple about disputes. I am so sorry and I hope you get it back. I've had that happen to me before and I did not get the money back, but I hope it's different for you. Thank you, Arpy. Now, I do think that, one thing I will do, the keeping the same expression is a little eerie. So what I'm going to do is animate the mouth opening. Okay. That looks kind of funny, but we're gonna fix it. When the arm goes down, the wrist should go up, and when the arm goes up, the wrist should go down. It's called follow through, and it helps with making the animation looking more fluid. If that's something you're going for, I am. When the arm goes down, the wrist should go. I think I did that very slightly here, but I could probably exaggerate it because I did that here. But I could probably exaggerate it more. Because I think now it actually is just kind of looking stiff, but before it was looking even more stiff, so now it's just looking less so. There we go. And then when you... Yeah, this should go down more. Or like, this should go back more. Do you recommend Clip Studio Paint for animation or Krita? So you need to take this with a grain of salt. I haven't used Krita, but I really like Clip Studio Animation, so that's going to be the one that I recommend. Krita is free, so you need to keep that in mind, but I think that Clip Studio is worth the money that you pay for it, especially when it comes to the interface. An artist attacked me, and I got obliterated, boiled, and cooked, as you could say, because OMG, it's so good, what the hell? You mixed IRL media and digital, you talented dude. Oh, that's very cool. You know, the other thing I could do is have the finger move, which would go kind of crazy. Having fun and playing toys. Ew, what the fuck happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my god. Everything broke. It broke everything. Okay, hold on. This actually might be an instance of, like, it not registering a layer. Nope, it still looks bad. Okay, let's fix it. The following is a really silly evil rock message, not a real suggestion. Export a version where the mouth is talking and one where it stays closed. PNG tuber moment. I actually could do that. I'm not even kidding. Where do you get cheap art supplies to play with? The TikTok shop. That's where I've been getting everything. I don't know when this got erased, but we're gonna find out. Let's do a closed mouth version to start and figure out whatever the hell I did to the wrist. Oh, it's because it doesn't have any movement here. I think it needs to not snap as much, or else it looks like your wrist is breaking. What was snappy before is now looking like a wrist broken moment. Okay, close your damn mouth. You're scaring me. Sorry if I'm going quiet again. I'm trying to figure out what I cooked wrong here. Using ARTFIGHT to make artist friends mutuals is so happy and feeling inducing? Yeah, that's what it's for. Actually, really, the TikTok shop? Yeah, I got all of my acrylic markers there. I got a whole, like, 5 sets of acrylic markers, and I think the total outcome was I came away with, like, 150 markers for, like, $60. So, not a bad deal. Alright, what the fuck is happening? What happened to you? Hi, Critter. I've never been able to catch your streams live. Might leave earlier, just wanted to say you're so inspiring. Thank you. Why are you wiggling? And I've lost the snappiness. Dies. Okay. Wait, it's swimming here. Because the finger's in a pretty similar spot. That's probably why. This feels like tweening the sketch so you can do straight ahead with the line art and final. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not really tweening per se. I guess this is tweening, isn't it? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just rotating things in the sketch so that I can just draw on top. Alright, let's see what you look like. The finger wiggling is the part that's getting me. Okay, I think the finger needs to actually go back in this one, too. I think that's what I didn't realize, that this is also technically a motion frame. Tweening is oh, you're doing manual tweening. I see, I see. Learning, listening, learning. It's still looking kind of funky. I mean, I could just be evil and delete this frame again. Or not delete, but simply copy the hand from the previous. I was wondering why you were animating with layers instead of frames in a timeline. Is it because it's a little more comfortable? Ha! It's because I don't know how to do that. To be quite frank, Chimera my friend has been saying, I need to teach you to animate with frames, but genuinely didn't know that was an option until they were like, why are you doing that? And I was like, doing what? So I will be taught that soon, but simply I did not know. And if you would like... The tail moves at the same rate of the hand, maybe that's why. I am not focusing on the tail right now, I am looking at the hand. I will get to the tail eventually. It's specifically the movement of the hand is bothering me, it's choppy. Because I can change what layers, or what frames the tail moves on. Alright, we're getting better. It's still wiggling in a way that I do not like. I think I'm gonna have the finger move just in the downward motion. We'll see. This is what doing the animation sketch will always be like. It's just gonna get chopped. You gotta be chopped and served. Sorry. You gotta be cooked and chopped before you can be served and eaten. There we go. I also love your work. I don't really talk during streams, but so happy to see your channel grow. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Why the fuck are you wiggling? The playlist ends very abruptly here, too. Do you not have onion effect on? No. No onion effect. We die like men. I like figuring this out so that I can just draw things by, like, sight. Before you can serve and eat. I'm sorry! I don't know the saying. I'm a fake gay person. Fake-ass gay person. I could really just draw the finger again, and that might actually look a little less scary. Oh, onion skin may be useful, but I've gotten better at animation by not using it. Frankly. Okay, wait. Go down. I could probably also do kind of like, if I redrew this a little, almost make it look like it's stretching a little in the opposite direction. Because instead of just like rotating it back, I've been watching this for at least an hour thinking it was pre-recorded release. It's not! No! I'm live streaming right now. I've been live streaming, I record on both Twitch and YouTube if you're seeing comments. Hi, baby. The only thing is that the finger, like, kind of flops flaccidly, which is scary. Alright. Alright, let's see how it looks. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how you're moving. You can't be moving like that. Jelly finger. I'm scared. We'll fix it. They did plastic surgery on NetPet. Why is it flaccid? I'm scared. Okay, hold on. It looks like that one trick with the pencil that is true, actually. The last frame has to follow the downward movement, I think. This one? Hold on. We'll find out. We'll see how this looks. Sorry, I appreciate the advice, but sometimes I just gotta raw dog it because I cannot process language while I'm drawing. Sometimes I don't know how to describe that the written word does not qualify to anything to me when I'm drawing. I'm looking at the images and I'm changing things. Why are you flaccid? Don't say that. It's gonna look ugly, but it's gonna work. I actually don't know if the finger wiggling looks good or if it's scary. It may be kind of scary. The problem is I'm animating the finger, but I don't even know if I like the wrist movement yet. I like how you draw the finger. The shape has so much volume. Thank you. So the other thing is, if we're on this current activity, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get this done in a day. Because I was like, oh, it's an animation, it's a looping animation, it'll be so silly, it'll be so simple. Also, happy ARTFIGHT, been loving listening to the VODs and working along, thank you. Also, hello to Daisy, and hi, I'm new here, it's off topic, but I love the ethereal music in the background, or ethereal, thank you. Should we maybe ask to try and not have any more backseating at this point? I realized myself I kind of backseated. No, it's okay. I would, yes, please no more backseating because I need to be able to figure this out on my own. This is part of my learning process, but I'm not upset. Just, I know people are trying to help, but I need to do this to learn. Oh, all right, hold on, I'm gonna sit down. But yeah, you don't need to gas it up. You don't need to be like, it looks good. Literally, just let me draw. I will figure it out. Also, one thing I'm thinking here. Baby, what are you doing back there? Okay. Actually. Okay, cool. Moving this here. Animation is always hard. Honestly, is it weird to say I don't think it's hard? I just think that it requires patience, which maybe is why I don't always stream it, because people watching me are not always patient. Again, I'm not upset, but trying things and figuring them out is part of what makes this fun for me. But I also don't know if that's fun for people to watch. So it's why I don't always stream myself working on it. Sometimes I'll come in and I'll stream that I'll have the sketch done so that it's just rendering, because then people don't get like, oh, do this, do that. Alright, hold on, I think I gotta grab. Yep, okay, I got the right frame. I like the iterations, I'm glad. Hello, welcome in. I'm just learning a lot from watching. I think that's why I do it, even though I know, like, it might be frustrating for some people to watch, but for me, like, the learning process and figuring out is really important. The halo part is actually the thing that I think looks most solid right now. Been watching all of you stream but only record? Alright, so... honestly, Die Finger. It stands for the finger in German. I love watching someone animate too because I'm stuck with my own. That's not frustrating at all. I just thought you might need some help with spacing. No, Onyx, you're all good. Like I said, I know people are trying to help, so I'm not upset. I should have said something sooner, but I was like... I like when people derived by playing music and we get our guest appearance. Okay. But yeah, I know people are trying to help. Hello, Critter and Minnows. It's hot as hell today. It is hot as hell today. Leg. Get rid of this guy. Get a load of this guy. I'm literally just gonna kill the finger until we're done with the hand. You're making me want to animate too? You should. It's fun. Genuinely, it's fun. I don't mean that, like, facetiously either. I don't think I'm gonna do the bouncy finger because it's scaring me. I don't like that you're wiggling like that. Or at least I'm gonna kill it for right now. We may return to this at a later date. Okay, so then we're taking your thing here. Mm-hmm. And then... that doesn't look like it's moving the way that I want it to look like it's moving. I think the other thing I need to do is actually have this come up a bit. Although that might be kind of funky. We'll see. So fair, kill him. You're animating today? I am. I wanted to do an animated attack at least once during ARTFIGHT, and I feel like Auden-dahn's character is a really fun character to do for it. I also just realized that we've had Pluto's sucky blanket in the corner this entire stream. Okay, wait, so the other thing we need to do is have some time for this to come back up from here, which means I'm gonna, like, just draw an entirely new tail frame. Moral support. He's holding the stream together. This is true, actually. Okay. I know you're working on the animation, but I want to point out something I noticed from yesterday. When you draw, you sometimes ink and color a single part instead of a whole inking stage and coloring stage. Honestly, it was fascinating for me for some reason. Sorry for the word wall in advance. No, it's okay. Do you mean, like, I do a specific part of the image, like, almost entirely, and then I, instead of doing just, like, the whole inking part at once? I think it's just because I get bored. I need to change task, or if I will die. Oh, you know what else I didn't have on this frame? There's no line on this. Probably because I was worried about it being tangent with the leg, but... What are we printing? I don't know. What are you printing, baby? Wait, why?
Because I just have to send it in.
Oh, okay. Hey, Critter, I'm taking a break from drawing and popping in. Welcome in. I like to think that NetPet and Pluto are hanging out. It's like your cat pics on your computer. No, new here, but your Sona looks so cute. Thank you. I grew it myself. Hi, I'm new here. I'm watching for inspo while I do my own ARTFIGHT attack. That's awesome. Welcome in. It's always nice to see a bunch of newcomers, especially because it's like not a usual stream time. So I feel like it's making it accessible for people to watch that might not normally get to. Okay, let's see how you're looking. A little chuffed, but it's fine. What's... Okay, except a lightning cable would not wiggle because it's fucking metal. So... Wait a minute, that's the frame that should be solid. Okay, so you need to be longer, actually. I just noticed the halo thing. I love it. It's so smart, right? I think it's cool. Angel's halo works pretty similarly, but it's a star instead. So I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta draw this design. That's awesome. So definitely a weird shape to do for a tail curling in, because it's a pretty geometrical shape. Actually, the one thing I do see here that I wish I could do is I would like this to hold for another frame, because I think that that is the bottom motion and it should stay for a second. Animation already looks really cool, thank you. Okay, take that away from there. Next layer, put that there. There's so many tails now. Erase the original one. There we go. An animated attack is insane devotion, great job. Thank you. I did one 2022, pardon. So I wanted to do another one this year. I might do more than one, we'll see. Depends how much I end up loathing the experience this time. Also, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna like have this so it's not touching the leg, because it's kind of making the silhouette not so great. That actually might need to come out a little more. There we go. And then I'll merge this down so that I compact my layers again. All right, let's see how you look. All right, already a lot better. Already a lot better because we're now like looking bouncy instead of... The timing is a little funky because it's not in sync with the hands now, but now it's like... Oh god, do I have to reorder the tail animation again? I think the tail movement looks good. What's the program? I'm working on Clip Studio Paint right now. It does look more organic now, that's true. Sorry, I needed water. Halo looks solid. Hand is the thing that I'm still like lost on. But now that I'm looking at the wrist, actually, I think I was being kind of hard on myself. The wrist looks fine. Here's one thing I'll say about the tail. They look like they're trying to convince you to buy something from their shop. What I was gonna do is have like a little loading bar that's at the bottom, because I thought that'd be cute. Have you drawn characters in your own style? For example, Pomni? I mean, I have drawn many characters in my style, as that is what I draw in. Also, sorry, baby Pluto. I'm sorry for what I must do, little one. I don't draw the Amazing Digital Circus characters because I'm only partially vested in the Amazing Digital Circus. It took till episode 5 for me to get interested, but I'm giving it a chance now. Little Wing Bar is absolutely going to be cute. I'm glad. Okay, baby Pluto gone. There's a layer where the tail overlap has a line strike through it there. There's 5 episodes. There's 5 episodes. Clip Studio isn't that great for animating unless you have the expensive version. I am going to politely disagree. I animated on the inexpensive version for 6 months before I upgraded to the expensive version, and I'm currently animating on the inexpensive version right now. If you're just starting out animations, I don't think you need more than a second of animation to learn how to animate. Like, truly and simply, if you've animated before, yes, you should get the expensive version, but, like, I had never animated before I had Clip Studio Paint, and I learned to animate on this program, and I've enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun. I'm an animation major, so I need way more than 24 FPS. No, I understand. And I mean, you can get more with the expensive version. For me personally, I think it's worth the money because it's a one-time purchase as opposed to a subscription model. Adobe. But I also understand, you know, if you are looking for something else. All right, hold on.